Hello Olympiad aspirants. Welcome back to the YouTube channel of F2S Olympiads classes. Here I will help you in Olympiad preparation as well as you are going to get the updates and detailed knowledge of various Olympiad exams. We are going to start an Olympiad preparatory series for grade 5 to 7 for mathematics. We start with the preparation of Silver Zone Mathematics Olympiad, where I will teach you to solve the comprehensive book of Silver Zone. In this book, every chapter contains 40 questions, which I have divided in three-part videos of 14, 14 and 12. You will get two videos every week for your respective class. To get the updates of these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Now let's start with the worksheet questions. Grade 7 Silver Zone Comprehensive Book, Chapter 4. Question number 1. Which one among the following statement is not correct? Okay. So the ratio of height 1.68 meter and 63 centimeter of two persons can be written as 8/3. So let's check it. Option A, 1.68 meter it is. So first we have to convert it into centimeter because other height is given in the centimeter. So this will be multiplied by 100. After multiplying with 100, we will get 168. So ratio will be 168 upon 63. Let's simplify it. So we can simplify it with 3. So 3 5s are, 3 6s are. 3 2s are, 3 1s are. Now we can take 7 8s are and 3s are. 8 is to 3 is the ratio. Yes, it is correct. Option B, 3 is to 16. 3 is to 16 means 3/16 and is double is to 96/512. So let's simplify it and check we can get it or not. So we can just divide with 4. 4 2s are, 4 4s are, 4 1s are, 4 2s are, 4 3s are, 12. We can take any more thing. So let's check. It will be 4 8s are 32. 4 8s are. Again take with 4. 4 6s are, 4 3s are, 4 2s are. We can take with 2. 2 3s are and 2 16s are. So it is coming 3/16. So it means it is also correct. Okay, option B is correct. Come to option C. 0.02 is equivalent to 2%. So 0.02 can be written as 2/100 and 2% is also written as 2/100. So it means yes, it is equivalent. To compare two quantities, their units can be different. No, we cannot compare two numbers with different units. It should be similar units, same units. So D answer is wrong. It is not correct. The first answer is option D. Question number 2. The ratio 3 is to 16 is equal to we have to just change it into percentage. So what we will do, 3 is to 16, we can write 3 upon 16, and to convert it into the percentage, we will just multiply it with 100. And when we multiply it with 100, it will be your 300 upon 16. And after dividing, you can get 18.75. That is your option B. The second answer is option B. Come to question number 3. If 15% of an amount is 690, then find 66% of the amount. So we don't know the amount. So let the amount is X. Okay, we just take the amount as X. So 15% of X, 15/100 multiplied by X should be equal to 690. So this implies X equal to 690 multiplied by 100 upon 15. So we can just divide 15 fours are 15 sixes are. So X is the amount is 4600 and we have to find the 66% of the amount. So we can do 66 by 100 multiply by 4600. It will be your 46 multiply by 66. So what we will get? 3036. It is in the option number B. The third answer is option B. Question number 4. A farmer bought a buffalo for rupees 64,000 and a cow for rupees 27,000. He sold the buffalo at a profit of this but made a loss of 18% on cow. The net result of the transaction is the first total CP. First, find the total CP, total cost price of buffalo and cow. It will be your 64,000 plus 27,000. So what we will get? It will be your 0,007 plus 4, 11, carry 1, 6 to 8 plus 1, 91,000. Total cost is 91,000. Now the sales price SP of buffalo. SP of buffalo, it will be your 64,000 plus 8% of 64,000. So how much it will be after calculating? 8% of 64,000 will be to 64,000 multiply by 8 divide by 100. So we will get 5120 and plus 64,000. So we will get 69120. 69120. And SP of sales price of cow, it will be your 27,000. Since there is loss, so it will be minus 18% of 27,000. So how can we calculate? We will just multiply 27,000 with 18 and divide by 100. So we will get 4860 and we subtract it from the 27,000. So what we will get? 22,140. 22,140. Okay? Now total sales price. Find the total SP. So total SP will be your sum of 69120 plus 22,140. Okay? So just do it. After adding this two number, you will get 91260. 91260. Now we can see SP is 91,260 and CP cost price is 91,000. So what we can see? We can see SP is greater than CP. So if SP is greater than CP, it means there is profit. So the farmer has the profit of 260 rupees. Okay? But we have to find the percent profit. So percent profit, how can we find out? Find the profit. So 260 is the profit. Profit upon CP multiply by 100. So after simplification, you will get 0.29%. It is in the option number A. The fourth answer is option A. Question number 5. The ratio of David's income to his saving is 7:2. If the money saved by him is 2,000, then find his expenditure. Income to his saving. So let the common factor of the ratio is X. Okay? common factor means highest common factor is x. So income equal to 7x, saving equal to 2x. But in question it is given saving is 2000. So 2x equal to 2000. That so that x equal to 1000. If x equal to 1000, so income will be your 7,000, and income is 7,000, expenditure is 2,000, sorry, saving is 2,000, so expenditure will be income minus saving. That is your 7,000 minus 2,000, which will be 5,000 in the option B. The fifth answer is option B. Question number 6. The ratio of the copper and zinc in an alloy is 6:5 if the weight of the copper in an alloy is found to be 20.22 gram. Then the weight of zinc in the alloy. So let the common factor between the ratio is x. So we can write weight of copper equal to 6x, which is given 20.22, and weight of zinc is 5x, which is given, which is not given. We have to find that. So using this equation, we can find the value for x. The value for x will be 20.22 divided by 6. We will get 3.37. So 5x weight of zinc is weight of zinc is 5 multiplied by 3.37. So this is your 16.85 gram. It is in the option number C. So sixth answer is option C. Question number 7. What should be added to each term of the ratio 3:8 so that it may become 2:3? So let the term is x. Okay. Let the term is x. We will add x to the each term. So it means we can write 3 plus x upon 8 plus x equal to 2 by 3. After multiplication, after cross multiplication, we will get 3 3s are 9 plus 3x equal to 8 2s are 16 plus 2x. This implies 3x minus 2x, x, and 16 minus 9, 7. X equal to 7. It is in the option number C. Seventh answer is option C. Question number 8. 7a plus 3b is to 4a plus 7b equal to 9 is to 7. Then find the value of a plus b upon a is. So let's write the equation first. 7a plus 3b, 7a plus 3b upon 4a plus 9b equal to 9 by 7. After cross multiplication, 7 7s are 49a plus 21b equal to 36a plus 81b. After simplification, 49a minus 36a, it will be 13a. 81b minus 21b, it will be 60b. So this implies a by b equal to 60 by 13. Just let's keep it for the future use. Now we have to find a plus b by a. Let's write it a plus b by a. After taking common as a, so we can write a by a plus b by a. है ना? So we can write 1 plus b by a. So we can write here 1 plus, and a by b is 60 by 13. So we can write b by a as 13 by 60. After addition, we will get 73 by 60. It is in the option number C. Eighth answer will be option C. Okay. Come to the question 9. Ratio of the number of boys and girls in a school is 11 is to 8. If the difference between the number of boys and girls is 363, then determine the total number of the students in the school. So let the number of boys is x. हमने boys के number को x ले लिया, तो number of girls will be x minus 363 because it is given the sum, because it is given the difference between boys and girls is 363. ठीक है, तो girls will be x minus 363. Now we know that the ratio x upon x minus 363 equal to 11 by 8. So this implies 8x equal to 11x minus, when we multiply 11 with 363, so we will get 3993. We will get 3993. 3993. So this implies 11x minus 8x, 3x equal to 3993. So x equal to 1331, which is equal to boys. So boys number is 1331 and girls number will be 1331 minus 363. That is your 968. And we have to find the total number of the student. So to find the total number of the student, we will just add the number of boys and number of girls. Then we will get 2299, which is in the option number C. The ninth answer is option C. Question number 10. In a bag, there are 288 in a form of 1 rupee 50 paise, 25 paise coins in the ratio 14, 27, 18. ठीक है, find the number of 25 पैसे coins. हमें बस 25 पैसे coins निकालने हैं. So first what we will do, we will convert the paise in rupees because the total amount is given in rupees. So 50 paise means 1 by 2 rupees and 25 paise means 1 by 4 rupees. ठीक है, तो how can we count the total paise? Let the common factor, the highest common factor of ratio is x. ठीक है, तो number of coins of 1 rupee, it will be 14x. So how much value of 1 rupee? So 1 rupee multiplied by 14x plus half rupee. How many half rupee we have? 27x. So 27x plus 1 by 4 rupee. How many number? It is 18x. If we mix all the money, so it should be 288 rupees. Okay. After simplification, we can write 15x plus 54x plus 18x upon 4 equal to 288. This implies after adding these numbers, we will get 128. So x equal to 288 multiply by 4 divide by 128. When you simplify it, cancel it, you will get x equal to 9. If x equal to 9, so how many 25 points are there? 18x. It means 18 multiplied by 9, which is your 162. So answer will be your B. 10th answer is option B. Okay. Come to the question number 11. Two numbers are in ratio 3:4. If the difference of their cubes is 999, then difference of the number we have to find. ठीक है, तो first number will be your first number will be 3x because x is the common factor, highest common factor between the number, and second number is your 4x, and it is saying the difference between their cubes, so it means 4x cube minus 3x cube should be equal to 999. So it means 64x cube minus 27x cube equal to 999. Okay. So after subtracting 27 from 64, we will get 37x cube equal to 999. When you divide 999 with 37, so you will get 27. So 27 can be written as in the form of the cube of 3. So this 2 implies since exponents are same, so x will be your 3. ठीक है, x आ गया हमारा 3. Now question is asking for the difference in the numbers. So what will be first number? 3x. So 3x means 9. 4x means 12. 12 minus 9, 3 it will be. Answer will be C. 11th answer is option C. ठीक है, question number 12. The marks obtained by 3 students in a test are in the ratio of 2:3:4. If maximum marks obtained among them is 36, then it is how much percent of the sum of marks obtained by them. ठीक है, तो maximum marks is 36. ठीक है, total marks, what will be the total marks? So total marks of these 3 students will be, if x is the common factor of these ratio, then it will be your 2x plus 3x plus 4x. ठीक है, that is your 9x. Total for all 3 students it will be 9x, and maximum marks 4x equal to 36. This implies x equal to 9. So total marks will be equal to your 9 multiplied by 9, 81. ठीक है, तो marks percentage, what will be your marks percent? So to find the marks percent of this, what we can write? We can just write 9 by 81 multiply by 100. ठीक है, actually x is 9 and marks obtained is 4x, so it will be 9 multiplied by 4. So 9 9s are 81, so it will be 400 upon 9. Actually answer is given in the mixed fraction, so what will we do? We will just convert it into mixed fraction, so you will get 44 4 by 9. It is in the option number B. 12 answer is option B. ठीक है, question number 13. Which one of the following is true? Number is given 3:2. 3:2 can be written as 3 by 2. 4:5, 4 by 5. 6:7, 6 by 7. 3:4, 3 by 4. ठीक है, now how can we compare? We can compare any fraction when the denominators are same. And what will be the denominator? Denominator will be the LCM. So you have to find the LCM of 2, 5, 7 and 4. So you will find LCM as 140. Now convert all the fraction with the denominator 140. All the fraction will be converted with the same denominator as 140. If you convert it as 140, so we know 2 70s are 140, so 3 70s are 210. 5 28s are. So 28 fours are 112. Now 7 20s are 26 are 120. Now 4 threes are 4 35s are 35 multiplied by 3, it will be your 105. Now arrange the number in ascending or descending order. So 3 by 4 we can just write like this: 3 by 2 is greater than 6 by 7 is greater than 4 by 5 is greater than 3 by 4. It is available in the option number D. 13th answer is option D. Wait, let me check. No, no, no. It is available in the option B, not D. Yes, option B. 13th answer will be option B. Okay. Come to the question number 14. Three numbers are in the ratio 2:3:4. If sum of their squares is 1044, then find the sum of the numbers. The sum of their squares. So first number is 2x square plus 3x square plus 4x square equal to 1044. After addition, 2 2s are 4x square plus 3 3s are 9x square plus 4 4s are 16x square equal to 1044. If you add, so it will be your 29x square equal to 1044. X square equal to 1044 divide by 29, so you will get 36. This implies x equal to 6. Okay? So sum of the number will be 2x plus 3x plus 4x. That is your 9x. Okay? 9x means 9 multiplied by 6. 54. The 14th answer will be option C. 14th answer is option C. Okay. Hope you understood all the answers explained here. If so, please write yes in the comment section. I have provided the link of PDF note of this worksheet in the description box. You can download it from there. And if you want to practice more such questions, you can download our app from the Play Store and can buy the test series of your respective class. Thanks for watching.